Hello and welcome. If you are here, then I assume you are wanting to retire at 61 plus with $1.2 million in the bank or in your retirement accounts or more, or somewhere in the neighborhood. In this course I've been building here on YouTube about strategies for retirement and to generate retirement income. And this is week number 20, day number 3. So for the past 20 weeks, we have been going through strategies in how to diversify and generate retirement income from real estate. That is pretty much all I do, all I know. And so my name is Ben, and I run this channel, Cash Flow First. And so we talk about, and I show you strategies how to find properties that generate retirement income, passive income, cash flow, and other types of income that allow you to diversify your funds. It is very hard to diversify in the stock market. But I am not a financial advisor. I am not a financial planner. I'm pretty much a real estate guy that has helped a lot of people retire, a lot of families, a lot of military retire, and generate passive income and retirement income from their current self-directed IRAs or 401ks and other retirement accounts, savings accounts, etc. And I show you how we do that in real estate. So what I give you here is enough information for you to do it by yourself or do it alongside somebody like me. And I think that's very, very important. So what I've done is I've made a few notes. Let's see, a few notes where I'm going to go through some of these things here and kind of show you some things and kind of make a little bit of a plan here. And some things that work in real estate to generate income. So I pretty much try to stay away from, when I do real estate, from anything that is speculation and buying and flipping and wholesaling real estate, all of that stuff. Most of the education on YouTube for real estate is focused on that. So if you were to type on YouTube real estate investing, that's all the videos you're going to get. But very few people on YouTube talk about retirement income through real estate. So I made a few notes here so that we can go through them and we can see if I can help you. Then after I go through that, then I'm going to start implementing, because most videos here on YouTube, what happens is they give you the theory, kind of like a classroom style and just a talking head. And they tell you what they think you should be doing, and then they leave it at that. They don't show you anything. Well, I don't want to do it that way. I want to show you. And so the first portion of this video, we are going to talk about it. And then we are going to, on the second portion, I'm going to show you how to find these properties. And so the first thing I want to do here is what kind of properties? Do you go on the MLS and buy something? Do you hire a real estate agent and buy yourself a property? Well, the answer to me should be no. And the reason why is because that is, anything out there on the market is going to be retail or above retail. We live in an environment where people think that their properties are worth more than they actually are. And so that is going to be a problem if you're trying to do it that way. So here on my notes, I made a couple points. What I do with my team is we eat, live, breathe real estate, but not just any kind of real estate, discounted real estate. So the best way to look at real estate is you don't want to spend 100% on the real estate and buying it. What you want to do is you want to buy it at a discount. So I go and I find properties for 5%, 10%, 20%, even 30% below what they're worth, below retail, below fair market value. That is my job. That's my expertise. And when I do that, then everything changes because you walk in and you immediately have equity in that property. So that is one thing that we do is we make sure that at the purchase, at time of purchase, your money has already made a profit. It has already allowed you to buy something that is worth a lot more. And you can quickly turn around and say, let's buy a property for 20% discount, right? You can turn around and sell it you can flip it. I'm not encouraging it, but you could flip it for retail value. You literally could. So that's all we're trying to do here. But we're trying to make sure that the properties that we buy, they are good purchases. I know a lot of people that go to sales, and they go to garage sales, and they drive hours, and they go to Macy's sale or something to get 10% discount, to get 5% discounts. I've seen people drive across the country to buy a car, a liability that they can get for 20% discount. So if you're buying like a luxury vehicle, like a Jaguar or something like that, and you can buy it at a 20% discount, people will literally drive across the country to go pick up that car. And so I do that. I find these deals that are discounting. And so there are two types of discounts that I'm looking for. Number one is discount from the retail price of the property. And like I said, 20% should be a good average, but sometimes we get 30%. I have gotten as low as 90% off. 90% off. Okay, 90% discount. Now I've needed to fix that property, and once we fix it, total price probably ended up being, let's say, 40%, 50%, but that is still 50 cents on the dollar. If I were to sell that property today, I would be able to turn a profit right away. But that is not advisable. You know why? Because then I have to pay capital gains. And then guess what? I don't get any tax benefits after I sell it. None whatsoever. Now, if I keep it, rent it out, or I could even sell it as a seller financed or as a rent with an option to buy, then I still get my tax benefits and other benefits aside from tax. Now, do I have liabilities? Do I have responsibilities? Yes, I do, but we can always minimize that by using a property management company who are professionals and they know what they're doing. But we have to pay them enough to do a good job. So we don't want to get skinny deals. That is why we want a steep discount. The steeper the discount, the more money we can make. So there are two types of discounts that we can have. In my experience, I mean, I don't claim to be a guru or anything else, but what I've done, and I've been doing this for a while, long enough, to always look for two types of discounts. One is the discount off of the fair market value, 20%, as our example. Then the other type of a discount that I look for is a terms discount, a payment discount. If somebody is willing to allow me to make payments on their property, that is already a discount. Why? Because I don't have to use a bank. And when I don't have to use a bank, I don't waste my time dealing with the red tape. And I don't have to have good credit. I don't have to do any of that stuff. And I don't have to have a limit on the amount of deals that I do, because most banks will only give you 4 or 5 loans or mortgages, and that's it. Okay. So with this strategy, if the seller is willing to be my bank, and you can be the bank too, if everybody just operates like a bank, we all make more money, and that's a discount. So, but what if my monthly payment to that seller is below than the income I can generate via a rent, short-term rentals like Airbnb, traveling nurses income, student house, or any other variation of types of rental income? Now, if that's the case, then all I have to do is make sure that my rental income, the rent somebody pays to live in that house, is significantly above what my payments are to the seller. So if the seller is willing to allow me to make payments, and those payments are below what I could rent it for, then we're in good shape. And that's all we do. So those are the two types of discounts that I look for. It's at least 10 to 20, 30% below retail value and payments a month. So the seller finance strategy is always powerful. Now, I've done a lot of things where, a seller will say, and we spoke to somebody yesterday, we asked for payments, and he said, yes. And he says, but you have to put down payment. And he wanted me to put down 50% of the value of the property. And I said, typically it's 10%. He said, okay. So he was just trying to fish if I would go for it. But he offered us seller financing. And so he's being our bank. And so with that property, let's say we put down $10,000, right? And then we own a property that is worth, say, $100,000. Then our 10,000 just turn into 100,000. Well, you have the loan. Someone might say, you have to pay him back. Yes, but it's over time. So we look for monthly payments, and now we got a discount. All we have to do is put down $10,000. We go, and you can come in and purchase that property, or we can purchase it together. And then we are both generating retirement income. No matter how old you are, how old or young you are, everybody should be working on their retirement income as early as possible. So I always work on mine. You should always keep working on yours. But your $1.2 million now can give us access to a lot more inventory. Why? Because we don't have to buy things at retail. So that, in my opinion, that is the best strategy to retire with $1.2 million in your net worth. Now, I think that real estate offers the best diversification anywhere. I don't think anybody should be in stocks. Maybe that's too harsh to say, but to me, it's suicide. But the reason you have information out there that advise you to go into stocks is because most of the financial planners out there work for the brokerage houses. So they'll tell you things like, write it out. Stock markets go up and down. You just have to have the fortitude to not get itchy when the markets are going down. That is bananas. It's craziness to me. So if you are with Vanguard or, all these different Fidelity and even the banks that offer stocks and CDs and all that kind of goofy stuff. And I'm sorry for using terms that are like that, but it is true when you compare that to the power of real estate. If you take your $1.2 million and that is solely in the stock market, then that's all you have. You have $1.2 million minus the values. When the stocks go down, then your 1.2 million is going to lose and be maybe at 1 million or something for a season. But then it might be at 1.25. And then people get all excited because it went up, just a small percentage. That doesn't happen with real estate. $1.2 million in real estate can allow you to purchase real estate for, up to 90% the value, almost 9 times $1.2 million. So you can pretty much turn or own real estate that is 9 times the value of the $1.2 million. So that is the key, in my opinion, to real estate. So immediately your net worth gets bigger and bigger, higher and higher. Now, it's not going to be like that in every case, because again, we're buying real estate with, 10%, 20%, 30% discount. But you get the point. So now that we've talked about that, let me kind of tell you what FINRA, FINRA says. You have some sources of retirement income. And I have it here on my computer, so I will kind of briefly go through it. So they tell you that Social Security is a source of retirement income. And it is, right? But it's not the best. Perhaps the biggest decision you'll make about Social Security is when to apply for your benefits. This is what they write here. The FINRA is a kind of like an organization that a lot of financial planners utilize for guidance, etc., in reputation. So let me just put it that way. Again, I am not a financial advisor. I have financial advisor friends, but that's the extent. So they tell you that Social Security is going to be one of your income streams. They tell you that a defined benefit plan or multiple plans are also a good retirement income strategy. Defined contribution plans are part of that. That includes 401ks, 403bs, and 457s. So, and I agree. I mean, those are great, but you cannot be buying stocks with those plans. So you have here, they also mentioned simple IRAs, simple 401ks, and simplified employee pensions, SEP, IRAs. The next thing here they say is home equity. Your home is also a potential source of retirement income. Well, I agree, but you have to own a lot of them. And that's fine. That's the goal here. If you own your residence outright, or have built up significant home equity, two of the most common ways to use your home is to provide retirement income or to sell or obtain a reverse mortgage. And that's their final strategy here, is to do a reverse mortgage, which is completely bananas to me. People do reverse mortgages when they don't have to. You don't have to do a reverse mortgage. Why? Because if you have 401k, self-directed IRA, or just a normal IRA, or any of these retirement accounts, you can roll that over into an IRA that allows you to put the money wherever you want it to be put, and then start generating income from the rental income. That, in my opinion, is going to be the very best thing you can do. You can also generate, aside from retirement income, that is one form of real estate income. You can do loans out of your retirement accounts. You can do that. Like, you can lend a flipper the money. You can go to your local RIA, local real estate investment club, and you can tell them, hey, look, I'm looking at growing my retirement account and generating some retirement income. And then there's going to be plenty of people at those RIAs that will say, hey, I flip properties and I'll give you a great rate of return. And then now you're growing that retirement account past 2, 3, 4%, which is what these people in the financial planning space tell you is a great return. And you can do that easier with real estate. You can do that more securely with real estate. And the fact is that these financial planners and financial advisors, they are selling a product for the big brokerage houses like Vanguard and Fidelity and stuff like that. They are not in the business of actually advising you. They're in the business of them, kind of like a real estate agent, selling things for above retail, at least retail price, and making money off of you. So their best interest is for themselves, is to get those fees, etc. That's what they're going for, just like a real estate agent goes for the highest fees. And there's nothing wrong with that. They have to feed their families, but you have to look out for you. And the best way to do that is to manage your own money and put it wherever you think is best. My take is that if you put it into real estate, it's going to grow the fastest. You're going to have compounding effect because you don't have to just rely on rental income. Rental income is not for everybody either. Maybe you want to treat your retirement account as a bank, right? And you're lending out of it. Like I said, you can go to the RIA and find plenty of people that will make you better returns than what you currently have. I guarantee it. And if you need a list of these RIAs, or you need more information about that, you can comment below, or send me an email, and I will point you in the right direction if you want to make a faster rate of return and bigger rate of return on your money than what you currently have in the stock market. So that is it. So now what we're going to do now, we are going to go and find these discount properties. So if you are ready, keep watching, but don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. So if you have $1.2 million that you want to deploy and you want to generate income from, and you are 60 plus, 61, 62, retirement age, this is what we're going to do. We're going to find you discounted real estate to start generating some income. Like I said, either from rental income, short-term rental income, like Airbnbs, or just by totally being passive income, to where you just put your money in kind of like what you have right now with your retirement plan, with an operator that is managing all the rentals. There are different management companies And what we do is we actually we invest and stuff like that. But we also own portfolios. And so we just make sure that we run a good property management operation so that you can be secure that your money is generating you income. So what we're going to do is right now we're going to start calling and we're going to start asking if somebody is interested in selling at a discount, the two types of discounts that we talked about before. So what I do is we run marketing campaigns to get people to see if they're interested in selling. When they say yes, then we enter negotiations. And then those negotiations is when we make an offer or we kind of get their offer and we say, hey, we can't pay that much. We need a discount. Or we are asking you um, to help us with the financing. So if you help me with the financing, I can pay you a lot more. And that is them giving us the ability to make payments over time on their properties. So that's what I'm about to do right now. So don't go anywhere, stick around so you can hear the conversations and hear how we're negotiating. First one here is an empty lot. We've been calling a lot of empty lots so we can build something because we also have the ability to build for below retail, below market value prices. So stick around to see how we negotiate these. Okay. So her name is Mackenzie. Let's see, she hasn't sold it. So we spoke to her before. So I'm calling right now people who are who have been in our database for a very long time, and we considered them dead leads. So I'm calling the hardest properties to call, and we still are getting deals. And by the way, I have like probably 3,000 to 5,000 potential sellers that might sell at a discount in my database. So that's why I make these videos. I go through them, I show you, and you can do it with me. And once I get somebody that is interested, you can do that deal with me. That's why I make these videos. That's how I help people generate retirement income. I'm not just showing you something and trying to sell you a course, how you can do it or something like that. I'm not trying to do that. What I'm trying to do is show you how we are generating these discounted properties and then give you the opportunity to buy it with us. So let's do that now. No answer. Okay. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it. And just so you understand, the work is heavy. It's a ton of work, but we generate about 5 to 10 opportunities a month, and that is, believe me, that makes it very profitable. But it is for sure a sales job right now that I am doing, which is finding a deal. Finding a deal. Finding a deal is where um, is what it's all about. We're trying to make sure that we are finding something at a discount. Okay, so this next one here is in Indiana. So let's see. The name is Melissa. No, sorry, the name is Brittany. Okay, has not sold, so I have to verify that it hasn't been sold. We call them and let's see if we can get a discount for it. So that's all we're doing here is I'm showing you how to find discounted properties. You can put them inside your retirement account. Or I could do it and then you just make the profit from, you know, like the bank would. No answer. Let's go to the next. Minneapolis has not been sold. It's ringing if you can't hear it. Once they pick up, I'll move the microphone closer to the speaker over here so you can hear.
Hello, you've reached Troy Azavito here. One kid.
Okay. Okay, this next one here. I think there are two properties here. Lehigh Acres. Let me call and see. All right. Okay. I have to organize them here. So what I use is a CRM, customer relationship management, because we do run a business that uses a lot of data, and that all that data gets very confusing. So we try to stay organized and to do that, because it's thousands and thousands of potential properties, we have to use a way to stay organized. And we use, and also to call, we have to be organized when we call. And so we use this CRM that has a built-in dialer inside it. It's a call center, pretty much a call center. And that's what you see here, me running a call center. So that's what I do. Hopefully it gives you some insight and it gives you some validation that the deals that I'm bringing to you guys, they are valid. The property sold. Checked. Okay. All right, next property. It's also in Indiana. And by the way, we look for properties all over the country. Anywhere there's a deal, we want to lock it up, and we want to make sure that we are taking advantage of deals. If the discount is good enough, we will do that deal. So this property looks nice because there are tenants everywhere. So most people wouldn't agree with that, but you know, I am in a really good market, which I live in Florida. There are plenty of deals here too, but our operation has gotten a little bigger, and that's why we decided to do a YouTube channel, because now anybody from anywhere in the country can contact us, and we can make sure that we find them a discounted property. So that's what we do. We find discount properties for you to generate retirement income with, and for us, or for us, you and us together, right? So this property sold. We don't generate discounted properties for as wholesaling or something, but even though sometimes we have to wholesale deals that we don't want, we're just not excited over it. But our business, we're not wholesalers, we're not flippers. We want to generate passive income, rental income. That's what we want. That's what we look for all the time. Oh, it's a beautiful house. Okay. It's not sold. Let's see. It's in Tennessee. Okay. Has not sold, so could be turned into an Airbnb. It's a grand house. Yeah, Mr. Lee.
Call, please.
This is Ben.
With whom?
Well, you had spoken to my assistant previously about possibly selling your property on Scotsman Trace.
Yeah.
Yep, wanted
Which
to.
which company are you with?
The name of the company is Clark Investments.
Is Clark Investments, where you located?
Well, we are located in Minnesota.
You sell houses in the South?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Mine's for sale, but I don't play games. And if you want to give me $700,000 for it, I'll sell it today. Otherwise, no deal.
Okay. Okay. So there's no room to negotiate on the 700.
No.
Okay.
I've already negotiated.
Okay. So have you been trying to sell it for a while?
I beg your pardon?
Have you been trying to sell it for a while?
Not really.
No.
I've gotten a few offers.
A few offers. Okay. No. Okay. Let me see what I can do with the 700,000. Are you living in the house currently?
Yes, I am.
Okay. 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 Can you tell me a little bit about the area? Because I look at your house and I'm like, wow, that's a gorgeous house. So my immediate thought was to turn it into an Airbnb. if I purchased it. Do you think that would be a good idea?
Oh, yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yes. Mhm. It's in a great area. It's a private street with 20 upscale houses that are nicer than almost anything else in Dyersburg. Mine's considered I think the second or third largest and best house in Dyersburg.
Oh, wow.
We have on our drive, our private drive, we have let's see, we have doctors, dentists,
Mm.
veterinarians, educators, all professional people, bankers.
Oh, wow.
And
Okay.
it's a great place to live. We
Yeah.
bought it for an investment. We were going to live here for 3 or 4 years, and then we were going to move on to Nashville. But we've liked it so well. We've been here about almost, let's see, 10 or 11 years.
Wow. Wow. So you originally got it as an investment property.
We just bought it for an investment. Yes, it was a foreclosure on land that owned it. They had gone bankrupt and had to sell it real quickly.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Okay.
And Zillow has appraised it, I think, one time for $871,000.
I'm on Zillow right now. I guess it came down a bit. Zillow says 691 right now.
What's 691? Your offer?
No. Zillow has it estimated at 691,000.
Oh, they've come down a little, huh?
Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess
Still 700,000.
Yeah, I guess the market is slowing down a little bit, which it doesn't concern me too much, but we just want to make sure that we make the right decision here.
We've got an indoor swimming pool and a great big pool house, nice pool house with one whole wall of a painted mural. It's got a jacuzzi hot tub. It's got its own bath with a shower.
Wow.
It's got a little refreshment area. It's on the other side of on one side of the pool house. There's a storage room. It's about the size of a one-car garage, but it's got a balcony and stairs that go up to it. That's for storage, which is really nice.
Yeah, sounds good.
We have a meeting room, sunroom. Then it's got about 20-foot ceiling. We've got chandeliers, of course. We've got bay windows, lots and lots of windows with natural light. The pool has got 20 skylights. The sunroom has 4 skylights, I think.
Wow.
We have all hardwood floors downstairs and the hardwood tile. We've got it's a really nice house.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
It's got 3 porches and a patio.
Really?
It's got yeah. It's got just about everything you need. It's got built-in bookcases. We've got a fireplace in the pool house and in the den. With a large storage walk-in attic upstairs. And there's a third level up there that somebody said could be used. Take the man up there and said I could live up there.
That's what I was going to ask you. I bet you there's rooms in that house that you can probably turn into a little bit of a bedroom.
Well, the media room could be turned into a bedroom, of course, because it's really in the bathroom up there.
It says I see here that you got 5 bedrooms and 5 bathrooms, correct?
Well, it's 4.5 baths and 4 3/4 baths actually, and it's got four bedrooms and a media room.
In a media room, okay.
And we have 3 jacuzzi tubs, bathtubs. One in the master bath is oversized with a beautiful archway with columns going to the oval size bath tub. Oversized oval tub. Yeah. We've got a breakfast room with bayed windows and It has a tray ceiling with a hand-painted mural up on the ceiling.
Oh,
We've
gorgeous.
got tray ceilings in the, let's see, the breakfast room, the dining room, the den, and the master bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them have double tray ceilings.
Wow.
The den has 10 windows that are curved in about a 20 by 30 foot room. Beautiful. And the breakfast room has the bay windows. The master bedroom has glass sliding doors.
Wow.
It's a nice. It's one of the nicest in town.
Yeah, that is fantastic.
We're about three or four blocks from the college. We're within 15 minutes of all the dining and the schools and the churches and everything. Yeah, it's a great location.
Yeah, fantastic. How many people live in the house right now? Just you guys? Okay.
We have a large family though.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. How large?
Well, we've got 6 children, 22 grandchildren, and I don't even know how many great grandchildren. They keep coming.
They keep coming. You can't keep track. That is fantastic. Well, it sounds like you guys are blessed. That's awesome. That's so awesome.
We're very blessed.
Yeah.
We're former college professors.
Okay.
Among other things.
Other things.
We work very hard for what we have.
Yeah, definitely. It sounds like it. What would be the plan? Say again.
I said we started with nothing. I was born in a stable.
No kidding.
It was later turned into a servant's house, and then my dad bought it to live in while he found something else. We lived there for a year. That's where I was born.
Wow. And you guys built up to what you have now. How did you do that? I mean, how did you learn to do that?
Got an education, man.
So you went to college and stuff?
Oh yeah, I got a scholarship to college.
Yeah, I was in the Navy. I was in the Navy, so the Navy paid for my education. A lot of people, have to. I guess I was fortunate to have done that, but it did cost me. I got deployed and everything, so lost my father while I was deployed. I wasn't able to come back to see him for his last couple of weeks. I got the notice and he passed away, so it did really cost me, being in the service. So I don't think that it was a free ride by no means, but I do know that a lot of people have to put in a lot of time after to pay for the college loans and things like that. So, but I didn't have to do that. So.
Well, I picked cotton and worked in the factory and did all that stuff so I could eat when I was in college.
My goodness. So both of you guys were teachers, you said. So both of you guys, did you guys meet in college?
Yes. I taught kindergarten in college. My husband taught all the time in college.
Oh my goodness. What subjects?
He taught business. I taught communication, public speaking.
Oh, wow. That is awesome. I'm sorry. I just think it's so fascinating. It's so interesting, to hear what you've been doing. That is awesome. And you just slowly but surely kept building up, your properties and stuff like that. I take it.
Yeah. Like I say, we got this as the deal. We're trying to make a little money on it.
Yeah.
So let me know if you're interested. I have to go right now, okay?
Sounds good. I appreciate it. Thank you for speaking with me. I will let you know. I'll do a little bit of due diligence. I'll give you a call back.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Bye.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.
You too. Bye.
Thank you. So in less than 5 minutes, she gave me her whole life story. I'm making notes on my CRM. They were both teachers. She was born in a stable and to what they own. They own one of the top houses in town, and they live surrounded by lawyers, doctors, etc. Okay. Okay, so it's a potential one. I think it might be a good deal as Airbnb. We'll see. We'll have to pull the numbers and see what it can generate. But that's a potential deal right there. Um, let's see here. Let's go on to the next. I'm reading the notes here to see what we got here. Indiana. It's still I'm not as excited about a luxury house like that because you always get creamed, things like that. Our market is middle class people, people who need to rent. And so here, aside from turning it into an Airbnb, which is pretty much running a hotel, I'm not as excited, but it is an opportunity. So let's move on here. My job is to make sure that we get good deals. Not saying that's not a good deal, because it could be a good deal. I can see it being a good deal, but it doesn't get me as excited. So I want to get a better deal. Ralph.
Please leave your message for 317513.
Okay. No answer. James City, Florida. There's a vacant lot here. Let's see. James City, okay.
person you have dialed can't take your call now. At the tone, please record your message. When you
Lehigh Acres. This is something we could buy. Somebody bought it, so it's sold. Okay. Another one that's sold here. Okay. This is pretty much what you have to do when you try to find discounted properties. You have to do this. You can't skip this step. That's pretty much how you do. That's why I'm encouraging you throughout this entire video. Reach out to me so you don't have to do this. We can just do these deals together. You still get all the benefits from, the discount, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Tax benefits. Still get cash flow. All of it. This one's sold as well. Okay, I'm getting a lot of properties that have sold already. This one's market 45K. Another Lehigh Acres here. Let's see if we can get a deal here with this one. All right. Okay, let's see here.
Hello?
Yes, is this Mr. Laundry?
Yeah.
Yes, this is Ben. I was calling you back about your property there in Lehigh Acres. See if you still wanted to move forward in selling it. You're good. Okay. Can I try it in the future? Okay. He said no. Okay. Let's see. Next, another vacant property here. Okay.
Hello?
Yes, Carlo.
Yeah, who's this?
This is Ben. How are you? Good, good. I was calling you back about your property on Wellington Avenue. See if you still you spoke to my assistant and said that you'd like to sell it.
I don't think I've spoken to your sister, but
No, my assistant. My assistant.
oh, your assistant.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I mean, it's not for sale, but anything is possible.
Anything is possible. Okay. What are you planning on doing with that property? Are you planning on building something?
No, I have a lot of land over there, and I'm just holding it, you know,
Okay.
either for the right time to sell or the right time to develop it.
Oh, so
But
you're a developer?
But I'm not a developer, but I have good friends that are. So
Oh, gotcha, gotcha. And so you would build a house to live in, or houses to sell?
I don't know. I haven't thought about that yet. It's not even in the plan.
Ah, gotcha, gotcha. Okay.
Why are you a developer?
I'm an investor. I'm an investor.
Okay.
Yeah, we buy properties. And what I want to do is we buy properties and we keep them. We keep them, as part of a portfolio. So this might be a good opportunity for us to build.
I don't think my price is gonna work for you though. You're probably
Oh, wow.
buying real cheap, and
What's your price?
that's not gonna work. 48.
48,000. Okay.
Yeah.
What is that what you paid for it, or you're trying to make a little bit of a
No,
profit?
that's just a number. That's just a number that'll make me sell it.
Gotcha. Okay. I've seen properties in the area there sell for 10, 7, 12, stuff like that. What
Those are the ones. Those are the ones you gotta jump on.
well, there's a ton of them, but so I was just trying to figure out if you were negotiable on that price.
No, man, I'm pretty stuck to that price, and you're 10,000. You're pretty far, so I don't want to waste your time, really.
Yeah, no, I understand. Let me ask you, if we were to give you in the $40,000 to $50,000 range, will you help me with the financing?
No, man, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay.
I'm not into that business.
Okay. Well, give it some thought. I'll
All
check
right.
with you later, and we'll see if maybe we can do a deal in the future. Because I know you said you own a lot of land, so we might be able to do something.
Yeah, you got it, man.
Okay.
Best on 2023 to you.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Carlo.
Bye bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye. He said no to helping me with the financing. Okay. This is in New York. Let's see if it's sold. I don't think so. Okay.
The number you have dialed is not in service. Please check the number and try again.
Number not in service. Okay. Lehigh Acres. This is 17,000 here. Okay, let's see if we can get a discount. Okay.
Hi, you've reached Jack Lewandowski at 970.
Okay. Lots of voicemails. Let's see here. So another property here in Lehigh Acres. Oh, they built a house on this and it's for rent. This is interesting. So we had called about this. They wanted 18, no, they wanted 40 grand. And okay, well, just goes to show people are building right here in Lehigh. Okay, let's go to Minneapolis now. Oh, this property also has sold. Another Minneapolis house. It's sold as well for 360. Sold for 360. So let me see the notes real quick here. It hung up and no motivation to sell. It was a year ago. And it sold halfway through the year. It just goes to show that even when somebody says that they have no motivation, they end up selling. That's why we have automations on our systems to constantly be on top of these sellers to make sure if they're ready to sell, we can be there. Minnesota.
Please leave your message for. Sorry, mailbox is full. To send an SMS notification, press 5.
I think he said his name was George. Okay, let's see here. The sold. Yeah, sold on 2/20/22. Okay, it's sold. Have to kiss a lot of frogs here. Okay, let's see if this one.
Hello?
Yes, hello. This is Ben. You had spoken to my assistant about a property. I don't have your name or the address of a property. I think you were trying to sell it.
Nope, I think you might have the wrong number.
Oh, really? Okay.
I'm sorry, that wasn't me. You must be up in the Minneapolis area.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Okay.
I'm Southern Wisconsin, so I don't think it was me.
Well, we do buy properties nationwide, so if you do have something to sell.
No, not currently. I don't.
Okay.
I got 15 years before I can sell out.
Gotcha. Well, we're gonna be around that long, so save my number. If you ever want to sell quickly, you let me know.
All right. Sounds good, guy.
Sounds good. My name is Ben, and talk to you soon.
Sounds good, guy.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay. North Fort Myers. Let's see here. This is sold. I don't see it sold. Hey, Mary, how are you? This is Ben. Oh, doing fantastic. I was calling you back because you had spoken to my assistant about your property there in Garden Street. Wanted to see if you were still planning on moving forward and selling it.
Well, I haven't pushed on it, but eventually I'm going to get rid of it, yeah.
Oh, good. Well, I'd like to see if we can purchase it from you.
Okay.
I see some pictures here on Zillow. It looks like, do you mow the property?
I do.
Okay. And I see a little building there somewhere in the back somewhere. Is
Yeah,
that?
it's a little shed.
It's a little shed. Okay. So was there a house in the property before?
There was a mobile home on there.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So what was that mobile home on a septic and what do you call it? Well, or was it city?
It was on septic and it is county water.
County water. Okay. Well, I'm very interested. What kind of time frame are we talking about here as far as like if you do decide to sell to us, when would you like to do this?
I'm not pushing it. I'd sell it anytime.
Anytime, okay. Okay. So if we were to put a let's say a 30-day schedule here, would that be okay with you?
I don't quite know what you mean.
Yeah. So if we did the deal within 30 days, would that be okay, or would you like to do within 60 days?
30 days is fine.
30 days is fine. Okay. Okay. And do you have any idea a range of how much you'd like to sell it for?
I want $130,000.
Higher than 30,000. Okay.
130,000.
Oh, $130,000. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let me see. Let me look at some things for a second here. I'll tell you what. Let me go on Zillow real quick. So Zillow says about 69,600. Are you flexible at all on your price?
Not too flexible.
Not too flexible.
Not
Okay.
too much. I've done a lot of research on it, and my husband had passed away, and I know what he wanted for it before he was gone, and I'm pretty set.
Man, I am so sorry to hear about your husband. Did he pass recently?
It's been 3 years, but
Oh, I'm sorry to hear. Wow. Well, let me run something by you. And I don't want you to give me an answer right now. I will call you back, say next week or something, maybe by the end of the month. Give you some time to think about. If I were to come up with the 130,000, will you consider if I just turn this into like a monthly income for you?
you mean so much down and so much a month?
That's correct. Yes, ma'am.
I don't think I want to go that route.
Okay. Well, like I said, give it some thought. Give it some thought, because we could do that. And I know what you mean. I don't want you to go down on your price, because it sounds like number one, if I try, I think I will get you irritated. That's number one. Number two, you explained to me why you wanted that much, and I respect that. The only way I could do that is if I upgrade you to being the bank, and then you're pretty much making money like the banks do on this property, and it can be a source of income for you for many, many years to come. So I don't want you to give me an answer right now.
I'm an old lady.
You sound very young.
No, I'm over the hill.
Oh man.
Old and broken.
No. You sound very young. How about how about when when I call you, we can have when I call you back, we can have a more in-depth conversation. I just wanted to put that in your mind. See if you might consider that. We might do something to where we can make payments over time for a while. Let me do what I need to do to the property as far as like putting a building on it, whether it's a mobile home or a home, an actual house. So if you give me some time, you don't have to do it for like 30, 40, 50 years. We can do a lot shorter than that. But it will allow me to put something on it, and then I can give you, it's called a balloon payment. So we can do over time, and then have a balloon payment, and then take it from there. So, like I said, just give it some thought. Give it some thought, and then when I call you back, we can kind of discuss that. Okay.
All right.
Well, I appreciate that, and it was very nice speaking to you, Mary. Save my phone number, please. My name is Ben. I will be following up with you.
What was your
Ben, B-E-N.
Okay. And your phone number was 941?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll be here if you call.
Okay, well, sounds good. I will check back with you, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, Mary. You have a great day.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Very nice story. Very, very nice. Let's see here. Making notes here. I pitched. Just making the notes on what we heard. Husband passed away 3 years ago, and what the property is worth. She did say get rid of it. Okay. Mary, okay. Okay. Good. So now we have two or three potential deals today. I think two. So, and that's what we do typically. Every day we get about 5 potential deals because I do different sessions every single day. And we get about 5 of them every single day. And then out of those, we end up with maybe 2 or 3 solid ones per week. And then from that, we might be able to close 5 to 10 per month. So, okay, let's so that's it. I made the notes here, and that's going to be it for this session. If you want to participate in those deals, you let me know. I have other deals. Not all deals are being shown here. We have plenty of other sources for deals. That's all we do. Our job is to find properties that you can put in your retirement account. You can generate passive income with. You can generate retirement income with. You can grow your retirement account with those. We're going to be interviewing a lot of people here on the channel that run trust companies and custodian companies that are experts at making sure that we structure those deals correctly so that you are protected as the investor, as the owner of the self-directed IRA or the 401k or your retirement account. So please, please, please make sure that you reach out to us. We want to work with you. We can't wait to meet you. See you next time. Don't forget to subscribe and like.